All right, so let's get the ball rolling. So let me know if it's going okay. Okay, all right. So this session, we will be talking about, I think this is going to cover Microsoft Learn and Microsoft certification. So I welcome you all, Khosh Amdeed, and aap sabka swagat. And moving further, I will now go through the agenda. And before even I go to the agenda, let me just introduce myself so you know who we are and what we have been doing and what sort of knowledge we carry at the moment to share with you. So myself, I'm Mohammed Atif. I'm the VP Solution and Services, Magic Global. I got the 20 plus years of experience on solution design and delivery. I got number of certifications as I've earned it throughout my career. I'm the Prince2 certified, I'm the Scrum Masters, I'm the Togo certified, and I got few Microsoft certifications as well. As my day to day, I'm empowering and supporting my customers in their journey to digital transformation. And this is all using the Dynamics 365 and Power Platform, which I am enjoying it and loving it. And that's the reason I'm sitting in front of you guys as well. Other than my day-to-day job, I'm actively involved in many Dynamics and Power Platform community. I'm also one of the organizer for Pakistan UG, and will continue to support this community activities. I'm happily married with two lovely daughters, Anaya and Alisa. And when I don't have anything else, which is very, very rare, but I try to spend some time with friends and family and to keep myself fit, at least to keep myself ready for the work. So I love playing badmintons and do some sort of exercise and traveling. So that's what I do. Majid, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, please. Thank you, Atif. So myself, Majid Ali Nagori. Well, I have a 15 years plus experience, mostly in
I think Majid, is that me or I think I'm noticing some internet issue?
uh,
Is
let
better
me
now? Yeah, let's try it again.
okay.
Let's try it again.
Okay, let's continue from where I think I have left. So I have 15 plus of years of experience, and I'm Microsoft certified trainer for 13 years now, Alhamdulillah. And other than that, most of my experience is Microsoft related, providing enterprise services. Well, earlier I was providing
Ajit, could you please turn off your screen camera so that it would be, I think, better that we can hear you.
Yeah,
Please turn
exactly.
off your camera.
let's try that.
Yeah.
So is it better now?
Yep. Much better.
Okay. So I've done, I don't know, so many certification, mostly in Microsoft. But other than that, I'm ITIL certified and I'm CH certified, and I have also done some certification in networking also. As far as Microsoft is concerned, I'm working since the era of
We're still having problem to hear you.
All right. So Majid, if you can kindly check your connections while I'll continue in the meantime, if that's okay. Yeah. Okay. So that was a very interrupted Majid introduction. Hope you can see on the screen, but feel free to contact for more details about Majid. So I'll move on to the, I think, the topic or the agenda what we'll be covering. We will start our agenda and cover the introductions. What is this session about? I'll try to keep it very, very high level. I'm conscious this is the last session and everyone is really tired and it's Sunday as well. So we'll keep it very, very short. Then we'll talk about the tools, what Microsoft has provided us is Microsoft Learn. And then we will be talking about Microsoft Learn TV. This is another platform which helps lots of professionals and people like me to learn more. So we'll give a little bit more insight what exactly it's all about. And then we'll go to the main topic of the day is the Microsoft certifications, what we have it and how you can get more out of it. Okay, so that's what we'll cover. In the meantime, if you have any particular questions you want to ask, feel free to leave the comments. If you're using LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, just leave the comments and our moderator teams should be able to pick it up and we'll answer it. And if you don't end up having a lot of time left, then definitely I'll come back to you through the emails and can respond it. Okay. Let's move on then. Introduction. So in these 3 days of event, I guess हम सब ने ही बहुत सारी चीजें सीखी, functionalities, dynamics की, power platform की capabilities, हमारे Microsoft professionals ने product roadmap का थोड़ा सा idea दिया हमें, बहुत सारे लोगों ने implementation की जो experience है, जो challenges हैं, वो सारी चीजें शेयर की. तो हमने बहुत सारी चीजें लर्न की. God knows how many other things. There's a long list. If you'll see, go back to the agenda, so we see lot of things we have learned. So अब इसके बाद what exactly we need to do, how you get involved, how you upskill yourself. You need to improve or enhance your skill set for your career. So we will be talking in this session, so how you can start your learning journey about the platform itself, because this is all the platform here. You have seen it, people talking about it, even people have shared it, how they have been using it and how they can better use it in the situation where we are. This COVID situation, this is a very, very weird time we all have been going through. And this time is forcing us for the ongoing continuous business transformation. This is forcing us and especially businesses as well, that they need to start considering, and they are doing it. A lot of people have started considering that how they need to move into the digital transformation. Things have changed. People are not going to the shops anymore because 6 o'clock in Pakistan, everything is closed, but you still have to do. Girls have to still do shopping. How they can live without it, right? So we need to provide them the platform. And this is where we will be helping and Microsoft is ready to help. So how you have to do it? So this certification will give you an edge with the industry recognized skills and credential that would help you to enhance your career and become part of the successful implementation and delivery team. अब वो implementation और delivery team depend on your career path. आपका इंटरेस्ट, आप फंक्शनल भी बन सकते हो, आप टेस्टर भी बन सकते हो, आप डेवलपर भी बन सकते हो, आप सॉल्यूशन आर्किटेक्ट भी बन सकते हो, आप डिलीवरी लीड्स भी बन सकते हैं, प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर भी. देयर आर सो मेनी ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल through this platform. Okay, so we'll be touching all these things and then it will definitely give you some idea how to move forward. So to start this, what we have, Microsoft Learn. So what Microsoft has done it, Microsoft has created a platform to help you learn at the pace of this fast change. This is going through, right? So this is a platform. So this is a one-stop shop, I would say, that anything you want to learn, just come here and learn it. So what it is, MS Learn is Microsoft Learn is an online platform that offer free interactive hands-on training. And the beauty is 24 hours, 7 days a week. So you don't have to even wait for the evening or go to offices or some training institute. You're just there, turn on your laptop, connect with the internet, and there you go. Your training is start. So this is all there on the fingertips, right? And these training, if you will see, there is a link as well. So when you will further explore it, so these trainings are very much concise now and help you to learn the new technologies in a very very short span of time. मीन्स कि आज जो आपको सेशंस देखेंगे उसमें कंटेंट मिलेंगे, पहले हमारे पास घंटों के वो सेशंस होते थे, तो लोग सुन रहे हैं, कर रहे हैं, इसमें आपके 5 मिनट, 10 मिनट, 15 मिनट, मैक्सिमम 60 मिनट से ज्यादा के कोई कंटेंट नहीं. इट विल हेल्प यू टू क्विकली लर्न थिंग्स एंड पिक अप विदाउट गेटिंग बोर्ड. सो दिस इज द प्लेटफॉर्म जो कि आप अपनी लर्निंग को मैनेज करने के लिए भी कर सकते हैं. इसको आप टैग कर सकते हैं, इसको बुकमार्क कर सकते हैं, इसके अंदर कुछ पॉइंट सिस्टम है. दैट हेल्प्स मी टू मोटिवेट कि मुझे आगे भी पढ़ना है, क्योंकि मैं देख सकता हूं कितने पॉइंट्स अर्न कर लिए हैं. तो वो सारी चीजें आपको इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे मिलेंगी. मूविंग फर्दर in this, so if you will see further on the Learn, Microsoft Learn is actually consolidated all the training asset and all related material at one place. So you will find everything here. And before we were spending hours and hours of the long materials, reading it through, getting bored is not anymore, right? This is a very, very simple, and it's kind of a mixed modality of some of the text, video, quizzes, hands-on lab, which is a beauty. So you can see it, and that would help you to learn things quickly. So without any instructor lead sessions, Microsoft has implemented this platform in a way that you are working with some instructor and they are just guiding you, okay, do this and now follow the steps, do the hands-on lab, and I will check it. So they are giving you everything and someone is checking it for you. You're earning the point. So this is a platform will help. Okay, so that's another aspect. And if you will go further, how do you track? And when you're going through this Microsoft Learn, you will see a terms or somewhere on the link, you will see the learning path. So what is a learning path? Is actually learning path guide you the series of logically connected module based on your chosen career journey. Okay, so you can pick up any route and you will see in that learning path all the related contents, all the modules, which helps you to quickly pick up things. And as you're learning, you pick up any certain path, you will see there are some points available, you are running it. So that's called XP. If you will see on the screen, XP is the experience point. So as you are going through with your learning, you can carry on and it will start adding up in your profile, which obviously we are all living in the social world and we love to share all the good news, our achievements on the social media with our friends and family. तो उसी चीज को कॉन्सेप्ट को जहन में रखते हुए माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने उस चीज को इम्प्लीमेंट किया है. तो आप जब अपनी ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं, लर्निंग कर रहे हैं, ऑल दोस पॉइंट्स यू कैन इजीली लर्न इट. Okay, so that would go through, that would help you. So just for your future reference, when you're going into the Microsoft learning path is just a series of logically connected module based on your chosen career journey, which you will see it and it will help you to pick up what exactly you want to do it. All right, moving further, we talked about the Microsoft Learn TV. What is this Learn TV? It's actually, again, you have seen Microsoft Learn offering hundreds of free self-paced learning module, which you can use in your time. But what does this Learn TV helping? What is the purpose of this? It's actually expanding it further. And what is expanding? It's actually bringing lots of live stream session like this and many other sessions. वो लाइव स्ट्रीम में भी आ रहे हैं, वो शोज भी हो रहे हैं, उसमें इंस्ट्रक्शनल आपके पास वीडियो हैं, गाइडेंस हैं. वो कौन दे रहा है? माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के एक्सपर्ट्स, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के एडवोकेट्स, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इंजीनियरिंग टीम के पीपल, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट कम्युनिटी जो कि पीपल लाइक पाकिस्तान यूजर ग्रुप, ये सारे प्रोफेशनल्स हैं जो कि अपना टाइम निकाल के आपके लिए कंटेंट तैयार कर रहे हैं, आपके लिए सेशंस कर रहे हैं. तो आपको विदाउट थिंकिंग एनीथिंग, देयर इज ऑलवेज समथिंग ऑन इट. इवन इफ यू विल गो नाउ, you will see there are some sessions happening, so you can pick it up and carry on learning. So this is the one stop shop to learn and grow, and I have put this link as well, so whenever you get chance, so you can go to the microsoft.com/learn and tv. You will see the more relevant information there. Okay, and then the last one is comes to the main topic, Microsoft certifications. Majid, are you there now?
Yep, I am.
Okay, do you want to share your screen or you want to
You
just
can
go
hear me
through?
Well, I've already shared, so I'm ready for that.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah. So guys, Atif has already told us a lot about all the session and the things and the areas that we are going to cover, but there are certain things that I would like to add. There's one thing, one confusion that is for the experienced professional. They might think of this Learn platform as a new. It is new, and they might think that it might there's some confusion with this platform. Like earlier, if any of the any of the professional who has some experience would remember that there were a couple of platforms, like there was a TechNet, there was a MSDN, and then there were blogs and all that different stuff scattered where you used to get information, and where you want to, or you would use to connect with the community. But this platform, Learn is also part of another big platform which is called docs.microsoft.com. So this documentation or docs platform, it is actually consolidated everything here. You can not only learn new things, you can also interact with the community. You can also take part in improving the content by suggesting anything. So there are so many aspects of this Learn platform that I'm really would like to share, and we will go in depth in that area also while we will be demoing you. So certifications. So although certification is really a big space, so that might we might not be able to cover everything, but what we will do, we will try to focus on with the audience that this event is all about, Dynamics and Power Platform. But I would like to give you an overview of some other areas also, because Microsoft is a really big tech company which has different aspects. Like whenever we think of I'm just giving an example. Whenever we think of whenever a name comes, Oracle, we know that we are talking about database. Or maybe if some of us know that its accusations, so we can tell that, okay, well, Oracle is also working in Java and some other areas possibly, but these are the two things that you can tell about Oracle. But when it comes to Microsoft, well, practically Microsoft has everything. Like they have database which is really successful and implemented throughout the industry with really enterprise class applications. For example, even SAP is supported with the SQL. So they have database. When it comes to ERP, well, they have ERP, which is this Dynamics 365. When it comes to cloud, Microsoft has the cloud, and it is a really big cloud. Well, they, statically speaking, they are commercially number two, and they posted a really good numbers this quarter. So they are growing and growing. So that was natural. Like since Microsoft is leading multiple areas in the technology, so the idea behind having this certificate is to accredit a person who has a level of level of knowledge. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं इस तरह कहूंगा, क्या हो कि आपके पास कुछ एक्सपीरियंस आ जाए, तो व्हाट वुड बी द वे फॉर यू टू गेट इंडस्ट्री एंड पीपल नो कि हाँ आपको काफी कुछ आता है. तो डेफिनेटली द वे वुड बी if you get accredited by that technology provider, in our case Microsoft. So that is why certifications are necessary. And it is not only that, you need certification to get yourself accredited. But trust me, I'm with the industry for like 15 plus years. So most of my experience, I got knowledge I got from self-learning, observation, well, obviously with my seniors and mentors. But this certifications also taught me a lot of things. Because what happens whenever we are doing our day-to-day job, or we are doing some projects, that have some scope. We cannot go beyond too far beyond that scope. But when it comes to get yourself certified for a particular technology, we have to cover that technology with respect to that the creator of that technology. Well, again, Microsoft, for example, I might have, which I have, like experience of working with cloud for like 5 plus years, okay, let's say. But have I covered all of the areas of Azure, and how I can verify that thing? And what, where would be a point जब मैं ये कहूंगा कि यार मैंने सब कुछ सीख लिया है, so there would be no point, by the way. It is always learning, and this is all about, this is the reason why we put this tagline, learn how to learn, because this is something I have learned in my 15 years plus of career. Like, if you want to get into some bandwagon technology, so first you need to have your resources, you need to identify those resources, and then you need to understand those. So this would be our our prime objective of this session. We will actually teach you how to learn. मैं एक बड़ी अच्छी कहावत मुझे अभी एक याद आई है. I would like to tell you guys this a saying. There is a Japanese quote, like, तो मेरी एक आदत रही है, जब भी मैं कोई कोर्स कराता हूँ तो मैं वो जरूर वो कहता हूँ कि मैं सुनता हूँ, मैं देखता हूँ, मैं भूल जाता हूँ, मैं करता हूँ, मुझे याद रहता है, और मैं किसी को बताता हूँ लाइक, तो मैं सीख जाता हूँ. So that is the core of learning. So whenever we hear something, so yes, we tend to remember that for some time, but when we do it or when we see it, we tend to remember it a longer period of time, for a longer period of time. But when we perform it or when we teach someone, this is where we actually gain the experience, and that remains with us. This is how our brain functions, our neurons. I don't know. Well, we are going too much into science, so let's focus on the our main topic of this certifications. So Microsoft provides certification for different area. Microsoft 365, which is one area. Microsoft 365 is Microsoft Online Services, SaaS services. It has Office 365, the most popular productivity suite, and which has Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, Teams, and OneDrive, cloud storage, and there are so many things also. Small applications also part of this suite. Then Microsoft has certification for data and AI, where data also include these databases and all that. So we used to have SQL certified, MCSE, but now it is part of a bigger picture, which is data. And Microsoft also provides a complete tool set for AI and machine learning, ML. EMS is a security suite for Microsoft. So enterprise mobility plus security to control, to secure the endpoints, our mobile devices, our desktops, PC servers, everything. When now these comes into the picture world, Dynamics 365, Power Platform, and Azure. These are the three big platforms provided by Microsoft. So Azure is a fundamentally fundamental technology for all of the services that are provided here. Even Dynamics 365, which is a cloud-based platform, is deployed in on Azure. When we talk about any service for Microsoft, well, behind the main engine, behind the main platform, which is those services are running, is Azure. So you must understand how important this is. So, well, let's move forward so I can tell you like how to move your career, how to advance your career into a particular area. We will primarily be focusing on Power Platform and Dynamics 365 for now, but you are more than welcome to connect us anytime through our LinkedIn profiles or our email addresses, and we will provide you guidance. Guidance. This is something I think we owe to the community. So, okay. So, okay, well, one more thing I would like to tell you. So, certifications are really important, just like interviews, because this is something I also suggest to my subordinates and my students that you should have, you should go to the industry and get yourself interviewed by anyone, even if you don't want to change your organization, but it is good for you to give interviews so you would know like what exactly is running, what is going on in the industry. You might think yourself as you are doing a lot of things or too much, but it might not be too much for you, or for the requirement to get yourself go with the pace of the technology innovation. So certification is also has the same criteria, because technology changes, so does the certifications. So whenever you attempt for a certification, what exact area, even if you won't succeed in getting getting passed in for a success for a certification, but you would know there must be some areas where you need to spend some time, and this is where you will know the importance of learn. And this is why Microsoft actually has combined this learn and certification and everything all together. So this is an overview of most, not all, most of the certification provided by Microsoft, but this is not all. I can assure you that.
Yeah,
You
so
have
I want to emphasize on that this is not at all. So this is a few subset of Azure, Microsoft 365, Dynamics 365, and Power. There's a
yeah.
thousand and thousand of other certifications available.
Yep, yep. So arguably, I might have a holder from Microsoft. There isn't any, charts published anywhere, but I think I have, the highest number of certifications in Microsoft, which is, I believe, 60 plus now. So that is a good number. So this is just for your motivation. I'm not into, I don't want to get into any race, but, I just got an opportunity. 15 years a lot. So this is something I actually, I'll also suggest to every professional, whether it is my peer or subordinate or student or anyone. Like, you should attempt at least 2 to 4 certification per year, and I'm quite up to that. so, so okay. Let's discuss a certification. So there are a couple of certification. You don't need to worry about if you won't be able to read specifically what these certifications are. We will tell you more in the slides. But this is how there are certain levels that Microsoft has actually levels: MCP, Microsoft Certified Professional, and then after clearing certain number of certification in a defined pattern, we get MCSA, Microsoft Certified System Administrator or Solution Associate. Later, it was changed into Solution Associate. And then if we continue, getting certified into same track, we get the title of MCSE, Microsoft Certified System Engineer, at 10 years ago, and then Microsoft Certified Solution Expert, a couple of years back, 2 years back, 2 or 3 years back. But now Microsoft has changed because technology and industry has changed. Now certifications has evolved into role-based certification. So what does that mean? So as Atif explained, like there are so many areas that you can develop your career, you can pursue for example, you want to become a DevOps certified. If you want to get certified on Microsoft platform for DevOps, Microsoft has that. If you want to actually develop your career in data science or AI, you have that covered. If you want to, your career in Power Platform, there are some certification for that. What are those? We will discuss that. And then Dynamics is, by the way, this Dynamics and Power Platform, well, are going in a way that it might be confusing for some of us. We will try to, resolve that confusion. So let's move forward.
Okay. So Majid, I'm just conscious of the time as well. So we'll
Okay.
quickly wrap up. I think I am quite keen to give sort of a demo as well, so we can quickly do the walkthrough on the
Sure.
Microsoft Learn. So let me just quickly explain. You may have noticed on the chart earlier, there was some sort of category defined, like the level, fundamental, and the role base. So when you're exploring the Microsoft Learn, you will see certain level of expertise, or the level you will be doing some certification. So fundamental, this is actually the learning path for those people who are actually either new to the Dynamics world, or they are coming from the different, they are even professional, but they are coming from the different backgrounds, maybe Java people. I've seen someone commented me on the LinkedIn that he's thinking to move from Java to the Dynamics world. I will welcome him with both hands, definitely. But this is a certification which will help you to understand, actually get the flavor of everything, not in great detail, but it will be good enough to understand. When people are talking about the Dynamics, you will say, yeah, okay, that makes sense, that's what I know it. When they will talk about the finance, they will talk about the supply chain, they will talk about the CE or Power Platform, that will give you enough information to pick it up. But when you want to move further into the further detail, they so associate level and associate level core is actually, regardless of the any industry or the module, you will understand a little bit more into the finance, maybe into supply chain or CE. So once you're done the fundamental, then you can easily move into the certain certification that would cover and give you the core knowledge, and then it will further specify as a specialization. So in certain area where you want to deep dive into the certain area, like the finance, that I want to become champion of finance, then anyone implementing finance module, and if they need any help, then I'm the person. So you, as a specialized person in that area, you can attempt the certification for that. And the last one is for the people expert. We call expert normally the solution architect, who are covering everything, and they are the people who are mainly and mostly involved with the stakeholders requirement, with the business, so they can map things, so they know inside out. So that level will be called as an expert. We'll go into the demonstration, and we can obviously show you what sort of a expert level certification we have it there. Yes, Majid. Majid, are you there, or you got the internet issue again?
So, yeah, Atif, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you can hear me, I'm here.
Yeah. I can hear you now.
So, Atif has really told us a really good, point about this. The is not only for the newcomers who want to, pursue in a career, but it is also good for anyone who want to learn something new. Or it is like, well, as it says, master the basics. So it will actually get into that lingo, so you will understand, like, what exactly this technology or this track is all about. So fundamental, it is not required, but it is highly recommended to learn, to get trained on, or if you want to, then get certified on. Microsoft, usually, occasionally provide, especially in this COVID era, free certification for fundamentals for their specific program, which is called Virtual Training Days. So you guys are encouraged to look into those trainings. So fundamentals 900, if you want to start your career, if you want to understand what Power Platform is all about, you should start from PL. I will tell you more about it, how to get started on this, and how to identify how to actually to define your learning path in your in Microsoft Learn. Then these are the actual tracks, associate tracks, and as you can as you can see this by their name, like this particular certification PL100 is for Platform App Maker. So anyone who want to develop apps, well, I'm not saying basic or something, but just because Power Apps are actually they have this like punchline, no code or low code application. So this is for those who really don't want to code much, or who don't have most experience in coding, but they can even start from here. So for functional consultant, why we have functional consultant in Power Platform, we will tell you more about in coming slides. But if you want to build your career as a functional consultant for Power Platform, so PL200 is something for you. And then if for a code developer, for a backend developer, so Power Platform developer certification is for those. And this data analyst you might see as a
Majid,
ugly here. Yeah, please.
Majid, we are running out of time, so can we just quickly run through, and maybe you can use the last 2 minutes for the
Okay.
quick walkthrough, please, so
Yeah,
everyone can.
sure.
Obviously, people can go into the Microsoft Learn, explore it, and feel free to get in touch for further detail. But there are a list of. So I really want to do the quick walkthrough on the platform itself, please.
Okay.
We got 2 minutes.
So,
yeah.
So you will get this recording. So just for the sake of getting these covered, let me go through these slides. So this is something. So Power Platform and Dynamics, especially CRM track, they run together. So well, another punchline. So better together. So you will see, like some of the certification. Well, all of the certification of CRMs are achieved after getting certified on PL200. So these are the some areas of dynamic CRM. And then after that, we have the last of our slide, which covers the ERP section of Dynamics 365. So there are some tracks for finance functional consultant, for supply chain of area, and then even we have a app developer track for Dynamics 365. Well, finance and operation. And this is a new thing, which is a business central, which is based on the Microsoft Dynamics nav. So Microsoft has evolved into as another service, which is called Dynamics 365 Business Central. It has its own certification. Once you will get past to these levels, you have an expert level of certification to get yourself architect certified. So after that, I would like to quickly go you through with the platform. So just bear with me for some minutes. So this is Microsoft Learn platform. So let me actually tell you quickly about this. Well, first of all, I would start from this this TV. So what is this TV? TV is well, Atif has already told you much about this, but there is one more thing you can identify here. Apart from live session, you can also find all of the recorded session. You can find recorded session from Ignite, as you can see in the bottom. So they are so you can, this is a one-stop shop for you to find any video that Microsoft has published for their events or their ongoing things. Well, let's move to this Learn. So how to how to define yourself, how to actually define yourself a career, a training path, a learning path. So there are two ways. One way is to find a role from this drop down of roles, where you can easily find, if you are if you want to get trained on business related tools and technologies, you can start from here. So you will find some predefined courses, or you can also create your own collection. Collection is where you actually add different courses into one set, so you can track them, and you can you can follow that track. So let's browse some of the areas. Loading, there is one more area where you can go, which is your profile section. So I've already preloaded these areas, so you will see like how you can get track of your progress. So these are some of my progresses that I was looking into, or I was following on LinkedIn, or sorry, uh, Microsoft Learn. By the way, LinkedIn is also owned by Microsoft. You also are encouraged to review that their area, because they have also a good number of good number of content there. So this profile not only actually give me an overview of all of my progress in Learn, but they also provide me a deadline for my certification, because since technology, especially cloud-based technologies, are evolving so fast that Microsoft has decided to give an certification an age of an year. Well, they just modified it from 2 years to 1 year. So after 1 year, you need to renew your certification. Currently, Microsoft is providing Microsoft Learn as a medium to renew your certification. As you can see here, one of my certification has a renewal coming up. So it is going to expire on in September. So I have some time to get myself this certification renewed. So Microsoft has designed some new, actually designed a new learning path with the new modules and new functionality added into that, so I can keep myself updated with the with all the development happening on around this certification and associated job role. So you will also see here, so this is something really good for you. So one area of it is, another area you would like to see is this collection. So collection is where you can keep a set of topics or learning path into a group, so you can you can continually progress through your skill development activities. So you can add items here. So okay, let's just cut into how to identify which, how to actually start with a learning path. So you can identify from roles here, or you can simply browse any certification from Microsoft. So there is one more area here which you can use to identify any certification that you are targeting. For example, what if I have targeted Microsoft Azure administration, I would simply go to docs.microsoft.com/learn, and then I will go to this certification overview. All I need to do is to whether type any keyword that I have. So here, if I identify a certification, let's just move into that. For example, this Azure admin certification. So here Microsoft will tell us like what exactly Microsoft is going to assess to get me certified. So there are some areas where you will identify like which specific area you need to work on. So you might already have an experience, but you might need to spend some time here.
Okay.
So what's next? So I have identified that these are the skills that need to be measured. Online, free media, medium or content that Microsoft is providing. And this is what the learning paths that Microsoft Learn is providing me. So you might see that that was one point where I was at 100%, but it's saying that some content has been added into that. So this is really a good thing, that actually shows you that some content has been added. Because what happens after you, if you if you don't actually
So Majid, I think
actually,
so.
yeah, please.
Yeah, Majid, I think
So
we need to stop there. So intent was just to give a very, very quick walkthrough on the Microsoft Learn. Again, as we said, feel free to reach us if you got any question. But if you'll see on the screen, the learning path will give you the content. You can click on it. It will give you the details. There will be some text, there will be some videos, there will be some
Yep.
questionnaire, quizzes. So you will continue to add, start learning and adding into your knowledge base. All right, we'll stop it there. Apologies, moderators, we took longer. So I think we are open for any quick question if there is any. Otherwise, we'll finish the session. Samna, do we have any question?
I think we can post the session. We can, I think, respond to those questions because we are running short of time.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So we'll
Thank you
stop
for
it there. Thank you everyone for joining the session. Hope you find it useful. Feel free to get in touch should you have any further questions on the query. Thanks once
It
again.
was really nice to have you both
Thank
here
you
with us.
all.
Thank you so
Likewise.
much. Thank you for the information.
Here. Thank you all.